Aloha. Let this be your reminder today that you are loved, you are worthy simply for existing. That despite your life experiences or traumas that you are either aware of that you have experienced in your life, or maybe that you are unaware of that you actually did experience in your life. Kitty's coming to say hi. That this is your reminder that there's nothing wrong with you. That this is a journey of remembering your wholeness. I feel that we call it healing because it's helping to mend our heart, helping to mend our nervous system, helping to recalibrate and reorganize how we reintegrate those parts of us that may have experienced those disconnection that forced us at those times for survival to disconnect from ourselves, to disconnect from our heart, to disconnect from even our soul identity, and to leave this physical body in order to survive. And for many of us, this is a journey of coming back into our body, and maybe not even realizing how disconnected we actually are. How much do we live in here? Most of us have been trained and conditioned from life to exist from like here up, not recognizing or even knowing that we are disconnected from here down. There's a reason why when you read or pay attention to different somatic therapists, Eckhart Tolle, some big other top names that are in the trauma field, that it's the body that keeps the score. It's the body that keeps the score. So our goal is how to learn to create safe spaces within ourselves in order to experience more of ourselves, little bit by little bit. Some people will have a greater capacity than other people. And it's not a game or of comparison, but it's tuning into seeing where are you on your spectrum and what are you able to do in this moment, and being able to build upon a foundation and to even be creating a foundation. Doing inner work and doing this work is, I believe, the most important work that we can actually be doing on the planet, because this is the work that is going to impact every single future generation. This is the work of expanding our consciousness. This is the work of expanding our hearts. This is the work of recalibrating our nervous system. This is the work of integrating those parts of ourselves that are stuck and frozen in time from childhood. And that these lessons or these experiences continue to get repeated every time we get triggered. That spiritual development, I see, is the same or parallel to personal development. And on top of that, though, it is also, I believe, expanding our conscious awareness to understand that we are spirit beings having a human experience, not humans having a spiritual experience. I'll say that again. We are spirit beings having a human experience, not humans having a spiritual experience. Now, that's a quote that's been around for a long time. And to understand, it brings you outside of yourself. That's this aspect of transcending, is really having to understand, being able to see yourself separate than the I, which is the ego. That is our human self. That we are here to understand how to move above and beyond and have our higher self, our soul self, really being the one in the driver's seat. Because that's the version of us that is able to have an expanded heart. That is the version of us that is experiencing, that's able to experience compassion in those moments when our nervous system wants to react to keep us safe. This the version of ourselves that learns how to break through those conditioned responses, that learns how to move through those conditioned set of limitations and ways of being that have been decided for us from our parents, from our generations. This is what we talk about, generational trauma, right? This is from societal, from cultural. So that oftentimes that the ways that we get lost, that we don't even know that we're lost. We don't even realize that until we may have a certain experience that is going to call us forward. I believe that we all have the opportunity to hear the call. Whether we answer the call is a different story. Maybe it's too hard or too difficult, or is going to require for you to go all in on yourself and to show up for yourself fully. What if I fail? What if I fall on my face? Do I have the energy for it? Do I have the capacity for it? Well, if you're in an acute situation, you're currently experiencing something that is so extremely dysregulated, it's probably not the time to be processing, right? Getting some stability under your feet that will create some spaciousness for you to begin to explore more of yourself will be supportive. So maybe all that you can do right now is to receive. Sound. Something that bypasses the mind. Something that bypasses the mind and goes straight to speaking to the cells in your body, that goes straight to speaking actually to the water that's in your body. Because we're made up of 60 to 90% of water, or 80% of water, depending on how much you drink, right? But knowing that water is actually programmable. There's been plenty of studies, go Google it, that there's an imprinting that happens, and that we can actually reprogram the cells in our body via the water. The way out is in. And to know that you're not alone in this process. No one's going to save you. There's no healer that can save you. There's no person that can save you. However, people and situations and places can create an optimum environment, an optimum frequency that can create a sense of stabilization in the energy field that could allow you to feel a little bit safer, to maybe let go of the clutch and eventually open. It's scary, it's terrifying. The ego has such a big, strong grip because it wants to keep you safe. But not allowing it to keep you safe from experiencing why you're here. You are more than your experiences, even though they are a part of who you are. Your soul is more than that. And the goal is to integrate all of it. Not to erase, but to integrate. And to help it loosen its grip. Because the tight grip is an illusion of freedom. It's actually in the letting go. That's the true freedom. Only you will truly know what you're going to be available for. But those of us who are able to see you can hold you in your wholeness until you are ready to hold it within yourself. That can provide the safe spaces for you to explore more of who you are. But no one can do it for you. But you have to also move at the comfort level that you're able to move in. And that your remembering journey, your healing journey, your remembering journey is not a race. You control the speed dial. And there's a lot of things to take into consideration. I don't take trauma lightly. Or somebody's experience lightly. And one foot at a time. Will move you from going in a circle into a spiral. Love and aloha.